Welcome back to Car Future Wheelz, at the place where innovation meets the road, and design speaks louder than words. Today, we're stepping into the future of luxury performance with the brand new 2026 Lexus LC 500. This is not just a car, it's a statement, a symbol of what happens when Japanese craftsmanship meets modern performance engineering. So buckle up, because we're diving deep into what makes this grand tourer one of the most breathtaking machines on the road today. The first thing you notice about the 2026 Lexus LC 500 is its unmistakable presence. Even from a distance, it has that low-slung, athletic posture that commands attention without even trying. Lexus hasn't completely reinvented the LCA, and that's a good thing. Instead, they've refined it, making subtle but meaningful updates to an already iconic design. The car seems to flow like liquid metal, every curve sculpted for both beauty and aerodynamic performance. Up front, the spindle grille, a Lexus's signature design Q8, has been slightly reshaped, now featuring a tighter diamond pattern mesh with chrome and carbon fiber accents that shimmer differently depending on the light. The LED headlights are slimmer, sharper, and even more expressive than before. They feature Lexus's new triple beam adaptive matrix technology, which not only looks futuristic but also intelligently adjusts brightness and spread based on driving conditions. When you see it approach at night, there's no mistaking it for anything else on the road. As the Camry glides over the side profile, you can't help but notice the dramatic stance. The 2026 LC sits on new forged 21-inch alloy wheels, designed not just for looks but also for better brake cooling and reduced unsprung weight. The long hood, short rear deck, and muscular fenders give the LC that classic Grand Tourer proportion, reminiscent of European icons, yet with a distinctly Japanese sense of precision. The door handles remain flush with the body, and when they deploy, it feels like a quiet gesture of welcome. The rear of the car continues the theme of futuristic elegance. The taillights are now 3D effect LED blades that create an infinite light tunnel effect. Lexus calls it a depth illusion, and it looks absolutely mesmerizing at night. The subtle diffuser and resculpted rear bumper improve airflow while adding an extra touch of aggression. Twin exhaust outlets still sit proudly on either side, but they've been retuned for an even richer, deeper tone. Step inside, open the door, and the real magic begins. The interior of the 2026 LC 500 feels like stepping into a handcrafted lounge on wheels. Lexus has doubled down on materials and detail. Everything you see or touch exudes quality. The combination of leather, Alcantara, polished metal, and carbon fiber creates a sensory experience that's both high-tech and artisanal. The stitching on the seats is perfectly aligned, the controls feel weighted and deliberate, and even the ambient lighting has been rethought to enhance the mood during night drives. The seats themselves are new for 2026, a redesign for improved long-distance comfort while still providing that tight, performance-focused bolstering. Lexus has also introduced a new Takumi performance trim, featuring exclusive two-tone interiors with handcrafted detailing inspired by traditional Japanese origami folds. It's not just about sitting in luxury, it's about being enveloped by it. At the center of the dashboard is a new 14-inch touchscreen that runs the latest Lexus interface system. It's faster, more intuitive, and finally up to par with what you'd expect from a high-end Grand Tourer. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are wireless, and there's even integration with Lexus's virtual assistant, which responds to natural voice commands. The digital instrument cluster has been reworked to a cleaner graphics, more customization, and a new performance display that dynamically reacts to your driving style. But of course, the LC isn't just about looking good, it's about how it drives. Under the hood, the 2026 LC 500 continues to feature the legendary 5.0-liter naturally aspirated V8. In an era where most performance cars have gone turbocharged or electric, Lexus proudly sticks to tradition here, and we're grateful they did. This engine produces 482 horsepower and 405 pound-feet of torque, a modest bump over the previous model thanks to lighter internals and improved air intake tuning. The result, a symphony of raw mechanical sound that builds in a crescendo as you climb toward its 7,300 revolutions per minute redline. The exhaust note is pure drama. It starts with a gentle burble at idle and grows into a rich, metallic roar when you floor it. Lexus engineers worked closely with Yamaha's acoustic specialists to fine-tune that sound, channeling it into the cabin in a way that feels natural and intoxicating. In Sport Plus mode, Every gear change is punctuated by a crisp bark. It's the kind of sound that gives goosebumps even to people who don't care about cars. Power is delivered through a 10-speed automatic transmission that's been recalibrated for quicker shifts and better response. The gearbox feels more intuitive now, always seeming to know what you want before you even ask. In manual mode, using the magnesium paddle shifters as addictive, downshifts are rev-matched perfectly, and the upshifts happen with just the right amount of snap. Handling has also seen subtle but important refinements. The 2026 LC benefits from new adaptive variable suspension software, a stiffer rear anti-roll bar, and updated steering calibration. The result is sharper turn-in, more mid-corner stability, and a greater sense of connection through the wheel. It's not a lightweight sports car, but it feels balanced, composed, and surprisingly agile for its size. Lexus also offers an available performance package with active rear steering and a limited slip differential that further tightens its behavior on twisty roads. For those who prefer something a bit more eco-conscious, Lexus continues to offer the LC 500 hours hybrid version. It combines a 3.5-liter V6 with an electric motor for a total output of around 354 horsepower. It's not as raw or emotional as the V8, but it offers silky smooth performance and excellent fuel efficiency, ideal for long-distance touring. Out on the highway, the LC transforms from a performance coupe into a serene grand tourer. The cabin insulation has been improved with thicker glass and new sound-dampening materials. The ride is supple yet controlled, and the adaptive suspension effortlessly glides over imperfections. Even at triple-digit speeds, the car feels planted, stable, and whisper quiet until you decide to unleash that V8 soundtrack again. In terms of safety and tech, Lexus has equipped the 2026 LC 500 with the full suite of Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0. That includes adaptive cruise control with lane tracing, blind spot monitoring, forward collision detection, and even a new proactive driver assistance system that can subtly adjust steering and braking to prevent potential accidents before they happen. There's also a 360-degree camera system with augmented reality overlays that make parking this low-slung coupe surprisingly easy. Now, let's talk about price. The 2026 Lexus LC 500 starts around $103,000 for the base V8 coupe, with the convertible version coming in at roughly $112,000. The LC 500 hours hybrid variant starts at around $101,000, fully loaded with all the available options at the Tikumi Performance Package, upgraded wheels, Mark Levinson sound system, and carbon fiber roof. You're looking at just under $125,000. Expensive, yes, but when you consider what you're getting, a handcrafted luxury GT with the soul of a performance car, it starts to make sense. This isn't just another high-end coupe, it's an experience, one that feels every bit as special as cars costing twice as much. After spending time with the 2026 LC 500, it's clear that Lexus has taken something already beautiful and refined it even further. It's not chasing lap times or trying to outdo the Europeans in horsepower wars. Instead, it's focused on the emotional connection between car and driver. Every sound, every texture, every movement feels intentional. It's a car built not just to impress, but to be loved. As the sun sets behind the LC, its curves glowing in the fading light, it reminds us that true luxury isn't about excess, it's about harmony. The 2026 Lexus LC 500 stands as proof that craftsmanship and passion can still exist in a world increasingly dominated by automation and algorithms. It's a car that speaks to the heart, not just the spec sheet. If you enjoyed this in-depth look, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Car Future Wheelz, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive into the cars shaping the future of driving. Thanks for watching, stay passionate, and as always, keep your wheels in motion.